Welcome to the Sustainability Dialogues hosted by Blue Sky and India CSR. Blue Sky is the only accredited inspection body for social responsibility initiatives in India, and India CSR is one of the largest platform for curating social responsibility news. If you were in India and you were to prepare a paper on sustainability initiatives, you would find it difficult to find quote Indian examples. But today we have a great leader talking to us on sustainability initiatives. Welcome to Mr. Srihari, MD of KG Fabriks. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Jyotika.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, and we're looking forward for this dialogue because we know that you have so many great initiatives happening in KG Fabriks. So KG Fabriks is known as the greenest mill in the world, and that's quite a credible, very prestigious title given to you. I'm aware that KG Fabriks is compliant to almost every green standard in the world, and it must have been quite an effort. I am aware of the fact that the last 5 years has been your focus on sustainability initiatives, and I would love you to tell us your experience on what are the opportunities and the challenges for putting up a green factory, developing green denims. Please tell us about it.
So, let me tell you a small short story format so that it's why we did it and how we did it. It all started during the Chennai rains in 2015. All over Tamil Nadu it was raining, and about 100 liters of water got leaked out of our effluent treatment plant because of the heavy rains. And this was made as a big issue by the villagers. Just 100 liters of water. We were treating about 5-6 lakh liters every day then.
Oh my God. Huh?
Okay. And then just 100 liters. And we said, listen, something we are doing wrong. We need to figure it out. The villagers are not able to understand that 100 liters does not. And in fact, they came and tested the TDS of the leaked water. And it was only 100. That means there was no salt in the water also. So it was just the good treated water which got leaked out. So we said, we are not talking about ourselves. We are not telling the world that what we are doing is right. So we need to change tracks now. We are doing a lot of good things. So the first thing they did was how not to send any water to the effluent treatment plant. You produce water, but why? How can we not? So we started developing technologies in-house where from 5 lakh liters of effluent discharge from dyeing, from processing, from weaving, which went, it is now dropped to 80,000 liters per day for the same level of, which means what we found micro technologies in-house, install them near the machine so that water gets treated there, goes back into the machine. So we installed micro treatment plants, micro technologies, I would say, not treatment plants, but micro filtration equipment, micro technologies. So amount of water now coming to our effluent treatment plant has come down to 80,000 liters. Our capacity to treat
from 5 lakhs
is 1 million liters per day. We are sending less than 100,000 liters to the effluent treatment plant. Okay, so that is one innovation that we did. The second innovation that we did was there are certificates like ZDHC. As you know, in Blue Sky, there are hundreds of compliance that the company has to go through, and we got bored of all these.
The audit fatigue.
Yes, the audit fatigue, as you call it. So we are now compliant to everything, but again, so many compliances are coming in. So how do we break away from the crowd? We innovated. How do we break away from the crowd is something that we were talking to ourselves. Nobody had a branded denim as a fabric before. The certificates are all branded, BCI, Higg Index, all of them are branding. I said, we are not branding ourselves. There are a lot of brands that we are using. Why can't we brand ourselves? So we trademark green denim. These water saving technologies that we did, we combined not only water saving, but raw material saving, energy saving, chemical saving, everything combined. So today we use 35% less chemical footprint than a typical denim mill. We use 90% less footprint than a typical water footprint denim mill. We use 25% less footprint in energy compared to a typical denim mill. We use 70% less footprint in packaging material compared to a typical denim mill. In fact, 100% of our packaging material is reusable. So these things we combined as a wholesome package and said this is what green denim is. And on top of green denim, we built something called Product Zero, which uses a lot of recycled material. So two things that we found that when we did not brand was there was no acceptance from brands. They were buying from the same mill. When we went to brands and presented ourselves without the green denim branding, or denim water for 60%, 70% less water. Okay, but what is your price? Finally it all ended up in price. I said without a brand it ends up in a price. So how do we break away from the crowd and get everybody to talk about green denim? So what we've been able to do is really save on water, really save on the various environmental aspects, brand it into a separate brand, break away from the crowd, and make companies look at us now. Have the brands started buying from us? That's a different question. Brands have started looking at us. Soon they have no choices because we're the only denim company or second denim company other than Arvind Mills to be part of the Ellen MacArthur's Jeans Redesign Foundation.
Yes, congratulations on that. Yeah, brilliant.
So suddenly brands are looking up to us. People have no other fabric alternatives when they look at the Jeans Redesign platform, because what Jeans Redesign platform itself allows is 18 liters of water per meter discharge. We are at 0.
It allows you 18 liters, but you are much less than that.
Something that nobody in the world will be capable of doing this.
Oh my God.
So we are at 0 discharge. So we happen to be one of the world's 0 liquid discharge company. 0 solid discharge, we sell a final sludge to a cement plant nearby. So we are there, we are branding it, and we are focusing of moving away from the crowded marketplace of denim industry.
No, and I really, one thing that I take from you, what you have been calling as branding, I basically think the other perspective is that your branding adds that so much more credibility, accountability, and transparency in what you're doing. And I think that is something that the brands, the buyers will have to acknowledge, because globally the world is talking about a risk in the supply chain, and if KG Fabriks as a part of the supply chain is one of the only choices which is credible, accountable, and transparent. And I really think that green denim branding is a brilliant, acknowledgement of what you have done, really. And that Macallan Foundation being a part of that is again a recognition of what KG Fabrik has been doing. It's really great. Yeah. So, but sir, it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey.
It is not a very easy journey. It is a very difficult journey because what happens is that you have to buy each of our employees. So what we did was we did not appoint a chief sustainability officer like anybody did. We said no chief sustainability officer. We said everybody in house is a chief sustainability officer. We got all our employees together and we asked them, okay, where does your child study? Which school? The school is 5 kilometers away. Which school? School is 2 kilometers away. Where do you live? I live 10 kilometers away. So can I pollute the environment around you for your future children? No. So now each of you become a chief sustainability. Innovate. Find out all the small innovations. And start rewarding and awarding the small innovations because otherwise to move from 5 lakh liters or 6 lakh liters per day down to 80,000, 70,000 liters per day, sending to
you can't do it alone.
We can't do it. I cannot come out with my own ideas. So people came out with a lot of ideas. We rewarded them and awarded them, and we were able to then get it there. So when we got the water down, we also saved chemicals. That was a byproduct.
Yeah, byproduct. Yeah.
And chemicals is more expensive than water. Water is free. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now at least what's that? A liter of bottle is costlier than a liter of milk in many places now. So yes.
So we figured out that every day, because of our initiatives, a typical denim mill uses 120 liters to make a meter of denim.
120 liters to make a meter of denim.
We use 6 liters.
Half of it.
Not half of it. 6. 1/10.
6 liters.
6 liters.
Oh my God.
So we use 1/10.
1/10 of what is required.
1/10 of water. So how much water does it save? So as per the 2011 census, that was the last official census, a town like Tiruchirappalli or Gurugram, they use 10 lakh liters of drinking water every day. That's the amount of water we have saved in treating our own denim plant. For making 50,000 meters of denim, we save water for an entire town like Erode, Tirupur, Tiruchirappalli, You know
Yeah.
what? That's
But
the amount of work.
that's such a great example of business responsibility. I mean, it's not about just about making. The social impact of your business is so huge by just conserving the amount of water that you're doing in the process of making your business. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So, but now going forward, what do you think would be, for people working in the area of sustainability, what do you think is going to be the most crucial thing that they should focus on? I mean, everything is up in the air because of COVID, but when we recover responsibly, what would be the main areas that you think will become critically important?
So when we are recovering, when we said we are so sustainable, we think we have still not complete, long way to go. We think we can bring it down to 3 liters. We think we can do a much more ethical business with regards to HR. Now during COVID times, we saw a lot of migrant labor have been stranded, especially from Jharkhand, Orissa, Bihar. So we did take sustainability ethical initiative pre-COVID also. We run one of India's largest work integrated ITI program in-house with a lot of people from Jharkhand and Bihar studying. We could have done post-COVID, our realization is we could have done a much better job in those ITI. So post-COVID, we are aggressively, bringing in training programs for our employees. Pre-COVID, we have 2 ITIs work integrated, 1 diploma program inside our factories, and 1 adapted ITI in Ramanathapuram district near Rameshwaram, Paramakudi. We are planning to make this 4 work integrated ITIs, 1 diploma program, and 1 ITI. We want to bring in about 1,000 students into this work integrated. We can do the business more ethically. We can talk to brands in a much better. Now brands know who is good and who is bad. Because before brands were looking only at price, but they were advertising sustainability. Now brands know the difference. So brands are more aggressively talking to us. We see that difference happening.
For coming up.
Yeah, they are coming up more open. That is the second thing. Third thing that we see is we have done a lot of work in our weaving side, but we've done very little work on our spinning side. Spinning, of course, doesn't consume any water. But again, there we think there's a 50% opportunity for us to reduce water and kind of the way we do business. The fourth thing that we do is going into COVID, we were not able to use certain type of jeans to be reopened and back into. We do not know the technology, but it gave us now the thinking time that our existing machines can use reopened garneted jeans to produce denim that will take a lot of landfill away. So we've developed certain ideas and we've developed certain technologies. We are implementing them. These will take another 3 to 5 years.
But that's okay. It's a long
but we think we are moving in the right direction.
Brilliant. So what I understand from what you're saying is that while we recover responsibly, especially for KG Fabriks, has spent this time to understand what more is needed to integrate, to get more inclusion of different categories of training into the way you're working in order to make your business more efficient, in order to make it more capable of managing the type of changes that are coming in type of the skilled manpower. I also see the point that you're already talking about innovation with your existing machines. How do you make them more potentially efficient with the new type of questions that are coming up, new type of circularity that is required in the way you're producing in order to be more efficient. So I mean, I really think I would request the viewers and the listeners to go and actually get into the KG Fabriks website and learn more about what they're doing. Mr. Srihari, and he's an ex-alumni of Cornell University, and he is a leading member of many business confederations. I would request people to get in touch with him, collaborate, ask him questions, and collectively, let's keep moving on this sustainability journey. Goalpost to goalpost. Thank you.